You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. Go. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Go. Don't waste no time.
I quite like the off season because I can record and it's still light outside. And plus the part of the season we are at now, players are back on the field. Obviously, touch wood. This is the wooden touch wood. No one gets injured. You know, you want everyone to get through the off season as healthy as possible. That's all we can ask for, all we can pray for. But plus also, off season during the season, it's always good to have guests. And this guest we have on is this one's close to my heart. Let's put it that way. So obviously, don't want to talk too long about introducing themselves, introducing you. But yeah, Charlie, how's it going?
Ooh, it's going, champ. It's going. Looking real good right now. With everything that's going on in Florida sports. But yeah, man, let's chop it up. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond but across the world. I'm your boy Charlie Touche. I got my co-host Kadeem Simmons with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. And right off the bat, Kadeem, we'll bring in the guest. And then this is kind of, I don't want to say it's breaking, but we'll bring in the guest and we'll chop it up with the guest. But Drakey, you heard the name Drakey on episodes before, and now he gets to finally come to the show, and we get to put a face to the name. Drakey, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, thanks, Charlie. Close to the heart, cats.
Hey,
can I just say,
Montana?
Hi,
Montana, what's up with you?
I'm annoyed
Come in.
How are you annoyed?
because he won't let me have a segment on the podcast with you guys because he says I know nothing about football. But I said Charlie would let me, but how come Drakey gets one?
Because Drake is a Dolphins fan.
I'm a Dolphins fan.
I asked her.
She's a Dolphins fan, Kadeem.
I asked her what number 2 it was, and she couldn't tell me.
I said one straight away.
She said 42.
I said one.
First of all,
She said one straight away, mate.
Straight away.
Who's the head coach?
Straight away.
Mike McDaniels. I told you I know stuff.
Yeah, bro, Kadeem, you acting, bro. Like, you hating. Why you hating?
Confirm if you would be happy for me to join as a guest.
100%.
Sorry, Drakey, to be taking this away from me.
No, you carry on. It's fine.
100% you could come on the podcast as a guest.
Perfect. Thank you. That's all I needed.
It's not happening. Not happening.
Dang, Kadeem, you yo, raining on the parade.
Although, in saying that, she's literally in the background. No worries. You should be okay now. This is an excellent start to the episode. Drakey, sorry to do your limelight. Apologies for that.
It's fine. I'll still hers. It's fine.
Yeah. Let's get out of the way and we can get to talking football. So
There's a lot of crazy stuff. I ain't gonna lie. Like Hannah popped in the shot. A cat walked across the screen. Like in Drakey's. Like what's going on?
Never goes on my lap.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on the podcast. I feel like one of those funny TikToks where there's like a staff meeting on like teams, and then everybody's doing something crazy. Like, yo, this is really wild right now. That's what the first 3 minutes of this podcast has been so far, but I like it.
And everyone's got their tops on as well. That's perfect. No one walks with topless or anything like that.
That's that.
Very quickly off the bat, apologies for my lateness. It was Hannah's fault. We said we were meeting at 4.
Ooh.
She then arrived at 5:15. And then food was out late, which is why we're late.
How is it Hannah's fault? Kadeem, if you have I don't want to say obligation, but if you tell people like myself and Drakey that you're going to be somewhere at a certain time and then you're not there, you don't get to say, hey, it was someone else's fault.
100%. Because I said 7 because I'm meeting Hannah at 4. That was the plan. Hannah then moved it back to 5, but then we're still 15 minutes late. So everything was 15 minutes late.
What's that got to do with me and Drakey? You're the late one.
What's your view on that, Drakey?
It's your podcast, Cads.
You feel me? It's your podcast, Cads. Like, yo, it's yours. I'm just saying, it has nothing to do
Hannah
with
can
nobody
still be
else.
there if she wants.
You feel me? Why you can't just what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Man, it's a word that women have a hard time doing, and I can't forget it.
Multitasking.
Nah, man, it's you know what? I can't think of it right now. I can't think of it. But let's get into some football real quick. Aaron Rodgers is favoring an ankle in Jets practice and paper plane practice. He's walking around favoring, limping, and there's a apparent ankle injury. Big deal, little deal, no deal at all.
Right now, no, not right now, no deal at all. I think the bigger deal is Alan Lazard also picked up an injury. So the paper planes, after their fan base have been wishing injury on Tua and multiple Dolphins players, are now kind of going through their own little injury crisis. But it's it's the end of May. We haven't really got too far into anything. So unless it's something significant, I wouldn't really worry too much about any injuries. What do you think, Drakey?
We're going to win the division, aren't we? So doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Nah, I do think it's a bit early. It's a bit early too. So who knows? You know, if he's favoring it, like that means he's still walking on it. There's months before anything happens, so he's still walking on it. He's favoring it. I think it's no deal. It's a no deal right now. But I remember the word, Kadeem. Why can't you just take accountability? You know what I'm saying? Like you're accountable. Why you can't take accountability? You feel me?
Did you say women don't take accountability?
Yeah, they don't. They have a hard time. And
Yeah,
all the female Dolphin fans, y'all can at me at Charlie Touche with the thumbs down from Hannah in the background. But yeah, women have a hard time taking accountability.
That's why you're single, isn't it?
It might be, Kadeem. It might. You know, we just turned this podcast into a therapy session. So hey, Drakey, bro, no, go ahead, Kadeem.
I'm sure we're gonna ask the exact same question. So as the host, I'll let you ask it.
Nah, man, I was just saying, you know, it's we've heard the name multiple times on the podcast, Drakey pop up, and you've done some pretty good Photoshop work, bro. I don't know where you got some of these pictures from, you know what I'm saying? But there are pictures of Kadeem looking like Belichick, and then myself looking like the offensive play caller, which is my favorite, by the way. I appreciate you found a pic with me with the clean haircut. Like, I appreciate you for that.
I had to do you a favor.
Oh, yeah, it's a favor. Like, so, like, you know, I'll be busted up. That's what you're trying to say? You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Don't put words in my mouth, Charlie.
No, but hey, yeah, man. So now you part of the team. Welcome to the team, bro. We finally get to have you on the podcast, bro. But how did you become a Dolphin fan?
So, what am I going? Am I going way back?
Hey, way back.
Right back. So you remember the films like Little Giants?
Yeah, Little Giants, yeah.
Yeah. So I remember I used to watch films like that all the time when I was a kid. Never understood the rules, just enjoyed the films. And then would grow up and started liking, you know, The Water Boy and things like that. So I always had a like for it. And then got talking to that man there, Cads, who kept on about it. You know, he just wouldn't leave me alone, basically. And then I had a fondness for it. So I was already watching football, but I didn't have a team. And then I had a fondness for it because of Cads. And then that Ravens game, I was watching that and I was like texting Cads like, this is mad. And that was it.
This madness? This is not madness. This is Miami.
Like, yeah, well, so I support for my soccer team, I support Arsenal, and Cads made me support the Arsenal of American football.
Oh, is that like a thing? Arsenal always let the fans down or something?
Oh yeah,
100%, yeah.
Dang, bro, you know, so your fandom is fairly recent, is what you're saying?
Yeah. So yeah, always been a fan of the sport. New fan of the Dolphins.
Bro, well said. Well said. I wish we had an applause drop so we could just. That was well said. Always been a fan of the sport, but you finally picked the team. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You picked the right team because you picked the team. And going back to that Baltimore game, you said it was the Baltimore game that like convinced you, like, yo, this team never gave up.
Yes,
Never like, yo, just was always in the fight. Tyreek Hill had a cramp, could have sat out and said, nah, I'm coming back in, even though we're down 21. And he had a cramp down 21 and said, you know what? I could chop this up and come in next week and I'll be all right. But nah, he came back. Gritty Gesicki did the gritty down 21, and everybody's like, oh my goodness, it's so cringe because look at the scoreboard. But little did they know that was the beginning of something special. And then we ended up winning that touchdown, winning that game. Jalen Waddle climbs the ladder with that us or nobody ball. That was a game, and I was supposed to be at that game, but me and the homies did not go, and I'll never forget that I was supposed to be at that game. But you said Little Giants.
Maybe you weren't supposed to be at that game.
Maybe I wasn't, because I'm pretty sure we would have went to jail because fans would have been, you know what I'm saying? Fans would have been all crazy, and then we would have been all crazy after we won. So ain't no telling. But you said Little Giants, bro. Can you give us who was the best player on the team? What was that person's name? Do you remember from that movie?
Wait.
You had the
Wait.
Sorry.
Before you answer,
Okay.
No. I like it.
Answer while this is on.
if you want to.
Hey, gotta take it up an octave. Let's go.
I can't concentrate with that.
Imagine being on the show, trying to figure the answer, and you just hear that in the background.
Yeah. See, this is why I'd never be good in a quiz show.
Bro, that was perfect, Kadeem. I love it. Yeah. So who was the best player on the team, and what was that person's name? Do you know?
I can't remember. So you had the girl. She was amazing. You had the quarterback with long hair. I can't remember his name.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. This was a long time ago. I don't remember all the characters myself. But go ahead, continue.
But he was an animal, and they took him from the team he was supposed to be at, and then he ended up playing against them. I'm pretty sure his name was Spike.
Bro, I was leaning more towards the chick. What was her name?
Icebox.
Icebox.
Yeah.
Icebox. Hey, I wasn't sure if it was Ice Tray, Ice Cube. There's a lot of ice baby going on right now. But I thought it was Icebox. And that's why I was leaning towards Icebox. Kadeem, you ever seen Little Giants?
Of course, I've never seen Little Giants. Listen, I've seen Lucky Number 11. That's as good as it's gonna get on this. I've never seen Little Giants.
Hey, did I hurt a horse one?
Oh, right.
We'll get back to the horse.
You didn't, did you, Kaz?
I didn't what?
Tell Charlie about the horse.
So, on the last episode, right at the end, I explained that I got not another tip, but the horse was racing on Tuesday. And Charlie was like, put money down for me. And I was like, I'm not doing that. If you want to put money down, that's on you. I'm not doing it. So, one person on this chat, on this podcast, put money down. That's all I'm saying.
I put trust in my friends, Charlie.
He had a juiced horse. He had a fixed race, and he lost.
Yeah. I bet on the same horse the other day, and he fell at the first hurdle. The guy just jumped off the horse. I was watching it. I was like, I've been given this tip. I'm going to watch this. This is going to be amazing. And the jockey just jumps off the horse.
Bro, listen. We're going to get I would say train back on the tracks, but we're going to put the jockey back on the horse and get the show back on the road, right? Listen, so the NFL Global Market Program has just come out and said basically, you know how Jacksonville is synonymous with England. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. But the global markets have come out for the rest of the NFL. And to no surprise, the Dolphins global market, one of the global markets for the Dolphins is Brazil, and the other global market is Spain. I would have liked it to be England, but we'll take it. And basically, there's a list of all the teams in all the countries that are attached to these teams, these NFL teams. And basically what it is that these teams, like the Dolphins with Brazil and Spain, can treat these markets as if they were local markets. So for anyone out there that had questions, since this is the podcast that does go not only across the pond, but across the world, my co-host can still not say that line correctly. We might as well bring it up on this episode and find your favorite football team and see what market they're attached to globally. I got some examples. Somehow the Rams are attached to, well, I can understand how they're attached to New Zealand, but I don't know how Philly is attached to New Zealand. And there's some other ones that I'm not sure about. Like, how does
On the Saints attached to France?
I can understand that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can understand why you don't understand that because the Saints play in Louisiana, and Louisiana was there's like you know what, I don't want to put my ignorance out there when it comes to the history of Louisiana, but there is a French culture in Louisiana, so there's a lot of Creole speaking and everything. So it's like, yeah, it's a French culture background from Louisiana. So that one automatically made sense for me. I can't dig into the history right now. Maybe if we had a history major, they would break it down for us, but I'm not the history buff at all. But yeah, man. Bro, did you guys heard the new rule about the third emergency quarterback?
Yes, I've heard the new rule about the kickoff. Sorry, the quarterback and the kickoff as well.
So you want to break down the quarterback rule for us?
As far as I'm aware, teams can now carry 3 quarterbacks on their game day roster, but it can't be someone on the practice squad. So if you have 3 active quarterbacks on your roster, then you can dress all 3 on game day, and the third quarterback doesn't take up a roster spot, if that makes sense.
Did you say it couldn't be someone from the practice squad?
I thought it couldn't be.
All right, so there are some nuances to this third quarterback emergency third quarterback rule. Basically, you can have 3 quarterbacks because I want to say maybe 10 years ago. It seems as if like 10 years ago there was a rule where you have 3. You could do like it was normal for teams to dress 3 quarterbacks. And then teams started going away from 3 quarterbacks, only dressing 2. So now what the rule is you can dress 3. They won't be a part of the 53-man roster. But if the third quarterback comes in, it can only be because of an emergency, like both quarterbacks got hurt, or if one of the quarterbacks come back, like the second quarterback comes back, the third quarterback can't play a different position. So no Taysom Hill type stuff. It's only an emergency quarterback. So this is going to be a dude with a headset on that just sits on the sideline in case of break glass, in case of an emergency. I don't think this person is ever going to play. This is a rule because of the San Francisco 49ers. In the playoffs, both their quarterbacks went down, and Christian McCaffrey was about to be a quarterback. And they're just going to run speed options the rest of the game. That would have been nice to see. They might have pulled that game off. I'm just saying.
Let's be honest, though. The Dolphins would have benefited from that rule at some point last season, the way quarterbacks were going down in Miami. So, yeah, it's mostly because of the 49ers, but the Dolphins, whenever a backup quarterback came into a game, or the backup quarterback started a game, they went out quite quickly. So it's somewhat useful for the Dolphins, but hopefully we never have to see it in Miami. So yeah,
I'm just saying, like, it would have been nice to have Jaron Hall on the team, but we have Skylar Thompson instead. But it's cool. My dog Drakey has his quarterback jersey on. Would you like to tell us whose jersey you're wearing, Drakey?
I can't say his full name like you, Charlie, but I've got my Tua jersey on.
Bro, that's
this one today.
Bro, that's a clean Tua jersey. For a new Dolphin fan, bro, what was the thought process in like, yo, listen, I love football, but I have a team now. Kadeem has been trying to get me get me to pick a team in soccer across the globe, and I just haven't gotten to it. But you have your football team now, and you're a Dolphin fan. What was your thought process behind the player that you selected to get?
It's Tua. I've seen
That's
that man
it.
play. Do you know? It's like I said, I don't know. I'll quite happily say I don't know that much. You know, I'm not like you two where you know everything.
Yeah.
But I know I like a lot of sports, and I know when someone's good.
But that's crazy because, you know, Tua get a lot of backlash. He gets a lot of backlash. He's not beloved from everyone in the community. So when someone new to the community just takes like, nah, bro, he's the dude. That's not as common as you would think. Kadeem, correct me if I'm wrong.
100%. And I think Drakey is doing himself a disservice. So, you know, we are in different NFL group chats and stuff like that. And sometimes someone will say something, and Drake will say to me privately, he kind of disagrees with the point and will make a valid point, but doesn't want to say it in the group chat. So, no, Drakey, like, I'm genuinely saying this for a new fan, he knows his stuff. He's not someone who doesn't, like, I don't think you've missed a Dolphins game this season, have you?
Not, and I've missed one that was like very early in the morning.
That's probably the
But
Pittsburgh game.
Yeah.
But
was
yeah,
that one? There was one where I was in Scotland and I still managed to stay up and watch it.
See, like, that's the kind of fan. And again, to get that infectious quite early as well in your first season, watching all the games, like, yeah, Drakey knows a lot more than he's given off. But you know, I understand it. I guess it's because I'm like that as well. To this day, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not a like a diehard Dolphins fan or something like that. And Charlie's like, no, like, you know your stuff. So yeah, don't do yourself a disservice. Charlie seems confused,
Bro. You don't have to be a lifelong Dolphin fan to be a diehard Dolphin fan. And it's something about the aqua and orange when you're not a fair weather fan. Like, yo, if you're with us with the bad, then you can appreciate the good when it does come. Like, I'm just saying, if you were with us and not saying even if you weren't with us, but for those of us who remember going 1-15 and to get a team like we have right now, like, I appreciate all the trials and tribulations that this team has gone through. So for someone like Kadeem, all right, bro, you were here long enough to get some of those trials and tribulations. You were around for the Gates teams. You know what I'm saying? You were around for Jay Cutler. You feel me? So like you were around for that. And I'm not gonna lie, Drakey, you were around for Tua. And a lot of people don't believe in Tua, but you're like, nah, bro. Not only do I believe in Tua, he's part of the reason I picked the Dolphins to be my team. So that says a lot about you, bro. And matter of fact, you might have more loyalty as a new fan than some of these old Dolphin fans that be rapping on Twitter that have their own podcast, but we're not gonna say no names.
You've got to avoid Twitter. Avoid Twitter.
We're not even gonna say
stay
no
away
names.
from Twitter.
Stay away from Twitter. That's real. What you got from Kadeem?
So obviously the schedule's out. What are your expectations for the Dolphins next season? Do we get back to the playoffs? Does Tua win MVP? Is it a Super Bowl year? What are you expecting from this team? Bearing in mind we haven't even got to, you know, secondary cuts and, you know, knowing the full roster and all that kind of stuff.
This is for me.
It's for you, yep.
You the guest, champ.
I mean, I've got to back them. I've got to back the Dolphins. We're going to go all the way, aren't we?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with looking at the aqua and orange lenses. Like Fabio Ali came on the podcast and said,
for me, it's on Tua.
Say that again.
For me, it's on Tua. If he stays fit,
it's so, bro. You know, when y'all vernacular is so different from Americans, right? Because Kadeem will say training and we say practice.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Training, yeah.
So we say if he stays healthy, and y'all say if he stays fit.
Stays fit. Yeah.
So we're gonna have to break down, like, we're gonna have to have that bouncing ball on the podcast and then have translations for it. Because that's the thing. But I agree. If Tua does stay healthy, I think we're the second best team in the league, but I just didn't want to take no heat. I really think we're the best team in the league if Tua stays healthy. I don't think Kansas City has enough, but they have a proven track record where you just can't pick against them, and that's enough to support their argument. So out of respect, the defending champions in the Kansas City Chiefs, they do get the credit of being first on my power rankings. But I genuinely believe that the Dolphins are going to win the division, surprisingly for some, and I'm glad we're underrated. But I also think we're going to go to the AFC Championship. And when we beat Kansas City in Germany, people are going to be like, oh, you couldn't do it in Arrowhead. And guess what? We might not even get a chance to do it in Arrowhead because they might have to come to Miami in the playoffs. So you never know. And it is what it is, but you gotta get these W's while you can. Yeah, how did you feel about the Dolphins playing in Germany this year instead of England?
I would have liked to have gone to my first game.
But so you never been to a game either. Like, yo, this is fun to me, bro. Like, meeting new Dolphin fans, meeting fans from across the world. It's like, dang. Like, I feel like there's the infancy of fandom is like, it's so, I don't want to say adorable, but I can appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I can, well, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to say I wish I could go back because I had to live through some hard times. You know what I'm saying? As a Dolphin fan. So I don't want to relive those. But at least you didn't jump on the team, bro, when we were already in the AFC Championship, when we already won the championship with Tua. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You came when there was still doubt, tons of doubt. People still don't think we're in the top 15 in the power rankings. So there's a lot to be said about that, bro. I just got to find me a soccer team that's similar to the Dolphins, so I don't get picked at either.
That's it, yeah. But yeah, like you say about picking teams, it's hard to be a fan over here, but it's getting better. But you do see people wearing some of the jerseys or clothing, and I give them the eye, thinking, do you actually support that team? Like, is this just fashion?
Bro, so have you ever come across a Dolphin fan across the pond?
No, I've never come across it. I've never actually come across a proper football fan apart from my mother-in-law.
Really?
Yeah, I live on a tiny little island at the bottom.
I was just gonna say, Drakey doesn't live in England.
I do live in England.
You do not live in England. The Isle of Wight is not England. Like, let's not. So again, this is the first. Like, I've known Drakey for a few years now. This is the first time I'm seeing Drakey like actually across the screen, and I'm going to the Isle of Wight on this weekend to like meet Drakey in person for the first time. But I have to cross water to get to see Drakey, meaning you're not in England. Like, once I cross that water, you're on a different island. Like, that's not how countries work.
You don't need your passport, so it's fine.
But I still... Okay, Charlie, genuine question. If you have to cross water to get to another country or another place, is that not a different country, if that makes sense?
I ain't gonna lie. I think I gotta disagree, bro, because Florida has islands. You know what I'm saying? We have the Keys. I think South Beach is an island, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you have to cross the bridge, you have to cross water to get to South Beach, and that's a part of Miami.
But you can drive to South Beach, can't you?
Yes.
You can't.
Yeah, we're fighting for a link.
Hold on, but bro, we have the Keys where it's 7 miles. There's a bridge called 7 Mile Bridge. So it's 7 miles long, and it's like, yo, how did y'all build this bridge on water? Because it's real, bro. If you don't know how to swim, you would be concerned if you were on this bridge, because all you see to the left and to the right of you is nothing but water. So, for those who don't know, the tip of Miami is an island, and it's 90 miles, only 90 miles away from Cuba. So, I mean, yeah, bro, I'm okay with saying islands are part of the same state or country, but
thank you.
Yeah,
trying to belittle me, cats.
I'm not trying to belittle you. I just don't believe that the Isle of Wight is. I believe the Isle of Wight is a separate country to England, but as I was saying, Drakey doesn't. I'm saying Drakey doesn't technically live in England, so in terms of running across football fans, it's probably not going to happen unless
I see people in the clothes. I see people in clothing and that, but like I say, when you're looking at Kansas City or Pats clothing. Are they really fans?
Yeah, bro, we gotta get you. So, do you ever go to London ever?
I mean, I do. If there's something, if I'm going to something, yeah, I'll go and I'm going to go and watch a game with Cads.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, we got to get you to the Hippodrome. That's my spot,
Yeah,
bro. And we get to watch the games. It's possible. Like, we might be able to pull it off this season, Kadeem.
So the plan now is the UK Dolphins WhatsApp group. We're gonna meet for the first game of the season, but obviously that's Sunday night football. So the plan is to meet for the Denver game, which is week 3. But week 3 at the Hippodrome, if you're not even from London, if you're from anywhere basically, and you're listening to this, and you can make it to the Hippodrome week 3 for the Denver game, there'll be a bunch of us there. Yeah, we'd love to have you. You know, Drakey, I guess, first time watching a Dolphins game in London, technically. And yeah, it should be good. It should be fun. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yo, I'm kind of sour,
a place to
bro.
stay.
Oh, Dan Kadeem, Drakey can't stay with you, bro.
Hannah, can Drakey stay with us? Hannah says, what does she get out of it?
You see, Kadeem, you see how you have to ask Hannah, bro? That lets you know what time it is, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like you gotta start knowing what how to move in this stuff, bro. And
You have to.
I'm sorry, just for asking me, yes, you can.
She said yes, you can. So there you go. You have a bed. Charlie technically has a bed as well when he wants to come down.
Or a couch.
Oh no, Hannah said, well, when I said Charlie's got a bed, she said, well, if he's going to give attitude.
Damn, how did I give attitude? You know, we're not going to do the telephone. We'll get her on the podcast and we'll hash everything out. You know, no reason to go back and forth over the podcast while Kadeem is translating and then getting me in trouble trying to like take blame off of him. You see lack of accountability. You see that, Drakey? Like this dude here, bro.
Back.
Playing Chinese whispers.
Yeah, I'm getting it very wrong.
Actually, that is the question. Charlie, Drakey, rock, paper, scissors. Have you ever heard it called Ching Chang Walla?
No.
Bro, Kadeem trying to get us canceled.
The first time I heard it on the pod, I almost put the pod away.
You feel me? You feel me? Kadeem trying to get us canceled.
It really is an East London thing. 100% an East London thing.
I did want to stress as well before you tried to cancel me that the Isle of Wight is spelled differently. Okay.
How's it spelled?
WIGHT.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. What did you think it was? WHITE.
I don't know, bro, but that's why Kadeem trying to disown y'all, bro.
That's what I mean.
That's wild. Hey, I like what we got going on. Kadeem got the white jersey with the orange letters. Drakey got the aqua jersey with the white letters, and I got the black shirt with the white logo. I like what's going on here on the podcast, bro. I appreciate it.
I have to go for the throwback, obviously.
Yeah, that's classic, bro. Like
throwback as well.
Kadeem, do you have to take shine from our guests? Like, let our guests live, bro.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let them live.
I would just say I was wearing a throwback as well. I thought that'd be okay to say.
Cads did hit me up with the black waddle one as well, though.
That's what's up.
I've got to give him kudos for that.
The Miami Vice one.
Before we get into bonus time, can you tell us where everybody can find you, or do you not want to be found at all?
Hey, me?
Like yeah, on your socials. you got social media?
Yeah. I can't even remember. I think it's at James_M_Drake on Twitter. That's about it for me.
Hey, did you feel some type of way when there was a rapper that came out called Drake? Like, if your name is Drakey, did you like, yo, like, who's this dude? Who's this guy taking my identity?
All my friends just kept on about it for about 2 months. It was just.
Did you tell him that you was his ghostwriter and he took my identity? Did you say that?
I didn't have that sort of intelligence, Charlie. I just.
Hey, Kadeem, you got something before we go?
Yeah. As I'm asking all guests at the moment, So obviously, practice player of the day wears orange jersey and gets to pick the playlist. Jalen Waddle had it on Monday. Duke Riley had it on Tuesday. So Drakey, the practice player of the pod. Your 5 songs for the training playlist or practice playlist. What do you have for us?
That's a big ask straight away. Straight away, my band, Arctic Monkeys.
Hold on. Is that like your favorite band or is that your band?
No, my favorite band.
Okay.
No musical talent here, Charlie.
All right.
Yeah. So that'd be first.
Hold up. What was the name?
Arctic Monkeys.
Okay, I never heard of them. You heard of them, Kadeem?
I have. Yeah.
All right. Continue.
I hate that Kaz has put me on the spot like this.
Why you think?
This is not like a Jeopardy question, though, bro. Like, it's not a Jeopardy question, bro. I love the Jeopardy drop, though, man.
Love it. I had to add it. Had to.
That's so good, bro. Like, can you give me a heads up next time we got something fun to play with? Like, I had no idea. This is great.
I like a lot of boring songs. So...
But give it to us, bro. You're the practice player of the day, bro. Like, so you get to make the playlist. What you got for us?
Can I just go through my Spotify?
Hey, we got time, bro. You got time.
100%.
Have a little look.
Hey, you got Spotify?
Yeah.
Hey, go to Charlie Touche, Go Time.
Well, that was going to be number 5.
Hey,
I was going to drop you in at the end and say that's my number 5.
I like it.
Okay, so we have 2. Still need 3 more.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to think of what I'm listening to now rather than.
Hey, you got playlists on your Spotify?
Not really.
Bro, you got to put playlists together, bro. I got like 40 different playlists on my Spotify. Like just different. Say what?
Oh,
internet web.
Sorry, no, we're good. We're good. Right now, band called Glass Animals. Song I Don't Want to Talk. That'll get me up for. I'm trying to think of the upbeat ones, you know.
What about One of the Jewels?
Yeah, didn't even think of them. On one of the new dunks they brought out, didn't I?
Yeah. See, I know Drakey.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I can only understand like a little bit of what y'all be saying. Like, it'd be hard, bro. Like when Lee get on here, bro, I be like, I gotta read his lips. Like those accents be kind of wild to me, bro.
Sorry, and I mumble as well. I'm really sorry.
Nah, you good, bro. Look, man, come on over to bonus time with us. We're gonna chop it up. Mental health.
There we go. One.
Go ahead.
You know, Ardeen Taylor.
Nah, you know.
There's a ghost in my house.
Nah, bro.
Okay. I thought you might. It's like this is
I ain't gonna lie.
Like Northern Soul.
Northern Soul.
Yeah.
Nah, not for me.
I'm drawing blanks, bro. Outside of Charlie Touche Go Time, I've never heard of none of those songs.
Okay.
You've never heard of One of the Jewels?
I don't even know what you're saying, Kadeem.
Run the Jewels, JEWELS.
Like, run the jewels. Like,
yeah.
Like, give me what's in your pockets type stuff.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nah, I never heard of it, but
okay.
Nah, I didn't even know that's what you said, Kadeem.
Yeah. No,
listen to There's a Ghost in My House as well. That's
Ghost in My House by
that's
who?
old. That's old.
By who?
Ardeen Taylor.
Ardeen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As in for the letter R, then next word Dean. Not like
Taylor.
Ardeen.
Oh, Ardeen Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. See, like now I feel like this was like a speech class too. Like this is wild. This is a lot, man. Hey, look, listen. Yeah. Don't suffer in silence. Mental Health Awareness Month. Y'all know what time it is. For Drakey and Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for stay. What is it?
Dude, it's the outro. It's the outro.
But I had to
Fumble.
remix it.
Fumble six. Fumble six.
I had to remix.
We'll talk back to the house. We'll talk back to the house.
Y'all know
Fumble
what
six.
time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmons and Drakey, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time.
That might be the worst outros.
You know why? I just realized if you do it out of order, it messes you up. I never noticed that.
Yeah.
So I thought it was interchangeable and I could just move them around like Legos. But nah, they're not like Legos.
Kaz is not going to let this go.
Of course I'm not. How's your German coming along?
My German?
Yeah.
It'll be ready in time for Germany. You got something for us?
Of course. So the horse man today, Imperial Admiral.
Someone's at the door. Hold on. Hold on. Bro, good thing I wore shorts this episode.
As opposed to what?
Hey, don't worry about me. Like, don't worry about what I be doing over here, bro. Like,
I have to worry. Are you just like sitting there going commando when we're on a podcast?
not really commando on the podcast, bro. That's kind of I couldn't do that. I would have to question some things if that was the case. But hey, I got up. I had on black shorts to match my black tee, and then everybody see me walk to the door. I'm glad I put myself together today because it could have been pretty bad if this was like another day.
I could have cut it out. So maybe we're talking about something which no one actually saw.
Go ahead.
So
because dude's coming back in like 2 minutes.
Okay, Imperial Admiral, the horse that didn't even finish last time. He led the race for he led for most of the race and then got to the final few hurdles and just fell apart. So he didn't win, didn't finish enough to earn any money back. I didn't bet. Drakey did, and yeah, Drakey didn't win anything out of it.
Bro, he led for a little bit.
For most of the race he led, yeah. So we're getting there. It's clearly good, but not good enough. So,
bro, I'm not putting money on this horse. I'm not.
I'm going 3 times. Third time lucky.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna next time is gonna be the one. That's
lucky.
What I'm
lucky number 11.
100%. You got anything else for us, Charlie?
No, I'm good, bro.
Then Drakey, thanks for jumping on. We mentioned the podcast so often that I feel like people know you already. So good to finally get you on a podcast.
Thanks very much.
Oopsie.